much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They go play action now. Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
The 28-yard
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Tailback. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Jackson from the shotgun. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
It is good.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for Le'Veon Bell. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
2nd and 11 at the Ravens' 40-yard line.
Black 30. Take both of them. Check.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and
Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
From the 24, Roethlisberger. Hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 8-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete.
Jackson's pass.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He will push his way down to about the 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger. This will be caught just inside the 10. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
third down. Here's Bell. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Steelers, nothing.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Check. 66. Watch out. Take 2 of them. Check.
They'll go for it with Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
2nd and 14. Here's Jackson to throw. Rolling to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. First carry, he loses the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when they score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next the score, Steelers 14, Ravens 7.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Offense set at the line for this next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Number 31.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
To number 27.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
Complete to number
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Right back to him on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Down.
From the gun, Jackson. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They go play action with Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker now to add the point after.
The extra point.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
And ties the game at 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Roethlisberger took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. After the interception, here's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He was 2 yards the game there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
And it's 3rd down.
Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact knocked the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
Turnover on downs.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the sack and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now Roethlisberger. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
3-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
And a Raven first down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Minka Fitzpatrick, thinking back to last year, had a pick 6 for the Steelers shortly after coming over from Miami, and he steps up with another one here. Boswell for the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
To kick off for Baltimore.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
52's the mark, boys, 52.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
52's the mark, watch Mike. Let's go.
On third down, Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on fourth.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. You good? Slam. Hey, take both of them. Switch.
They're going on fourth down. It's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
The tackle.
It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. They're going to try and throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Carried by number 20.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson, and it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
21-yard line.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And they give this time to the tailback. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game. Play action. It's Jackson.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the left hash, this from 37. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
From the 27, Roethlisberger. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 45. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
They'll take over.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Jackson now. Off play action. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Jackson now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, quick slant to Brown. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that's going to tie things at 20. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Easy, easy.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Again, it's Bell. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
He's tackled at the 30.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sit through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. A screen to Bell. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
A partner in a tie game in the 4th quarter. You and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
He was brought
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down and 1.
And Mike Tomlin going to roll up the sleeves here and say, let's go for it on 4th.
Take both of them. Switch it. Slide. Tackle. Watch the shit.
They'll run it with Bell. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
16. Double. Let's go.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger complete. The tight end Kelsey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That puts him in excellent position. 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
3-yard line.
Kelsey out in the slot right.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Keep your cheese in Mike. Watch Mike. Watch the run. Easy. Focus.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Steelers 27, Ravens 20.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line. Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now a handoff here to his running back. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He's tackled at the 34.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
37-yard line.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Jackson's pass.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They go play action now. Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Jackson off the play fake. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
They go play action with Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Jackson.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
24-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bell. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Pittsburgh, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on Washington. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they go down to defeat for just the 2nd time in 11 games so far. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.